To this house, we inherit this pear tree. This one is over 25 years old pear tree. So I understand how excited it is to bring a pear tree home and plant it. And now look how old it is. And it's getting old. There's a lot of dead branch up there. If we could prune that dead branch, it will provide us more fruit. But the pear tree is leaning, so it's leaning right there. But we enjoy this. So not only we enjoy this, I share with you, we also enjoy that this part of the mountain home, this one we consider a wild area, but if you look closer, it's red raspberry. So red raspberry, this is the blooming stage, so they're not fully bloom yet, but this one after the flower, they become fruit. I love this white flower. This white flower produce fruit also, but I didn't research enough yet, but it's wild grape tastes good also. I enjoy them. Look at this wild grape. I never get a chance to eat the wild grape here because the deer always eat them. But look at the wild grape. So this is abundant of this. Now the wild grape take over the tree right there, and the tree dies. So it's not good to have wild grape if you wanted to protect the tree. But if it grow over here, if we didn't care, this side of the house, we didn't really care. So look, they took over. And the smell of that white flower just came right now and smells so awesome. Oh, right there. There's the white flowers right there. But as you can see, this tree is dead. It's just a pole for the wild grape. But anyway, so we took upon from this bare location, we planted our tree, fruit tree. So we planted this. 2013, we plant plum tree. And if you notice, there's no plum in here. But next to this is another plum tree close to the road. So there's no fruit in this section, but you gotta see this one. This one we planted a year after that. So let's look down here. We planted nectarine 2013. Oh, we did plant it together. So you can see the nectarine right there. Fruiting. It's a lot of fruit here. See, look at all this abundance of fruit. Right there. Nectarine. I love nectarine, so I can't wait for this to fully ripe. There's no fruit. They didn't bloom, it's just the leaf. Here's the plum tree. It's not much. So this one have no fruit. Here's another plum tree. This one have no fruit, but the leaf is gorgeous. And this one is Asian pear. Asian pear.
Mom, we took him.
Yep.
We
Yep, I will. There you go. Here's Asian pear. I have to loosen this up. Here's another pear, just different type. See, I loosen this up. Here you go. There's no fruit in that tree, but it's big enough. I believe this is a pear tree because the leaf. So I don't know what kind of tree that is. The tag fall out, but I have to cut. See this one? Look at that. The tag fall out, but this tree is right next to the house. But this one is a crab apple, and there's no apple for this season. This is crab apple. Oh, there is one. Look at that. Yes? Look, do you want this crab apple?
Yep.
Okay, it's only one, so might as well pick it. He likes sour things, but taste it.
2.
Yeah? Tastes good? You're my garden partner. Look at that. So it's only one fruit, the whole tree. As you can see, look at the tree. So we planted 4 trees along the driveway. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is our driveway. So I like to have fruit. A tree. So I envision this tree is big, that tree is big, that tree is big, and that tree is big. So we have a long driveway, and that's what I envision. And this is amazing. We inherit this tree, and this tree is a flower tree. I call it magnolia tree, but it's just amazing. Look at the flower bloom. So once the leaf fall off, the petal fall off, it look like that. Produce fruit. Now I don't know what kind of fruit this is. If you guys know, let me know. But anyway, it's just amazing, this beauty of this flower. I have to see what they are. I have to do some research. So, just amazing. Look at that. And this tree is the biggest tree. So the poinsettia, we transplanted from that there over there. It just looked too beautiful by itself. So I transplanted to here and here. And now it's just starting to bloom, which is good. It's gonna be big. And I have more in the garden over there I will show you. But as you can see, I transplant a lot of stuff. I transplanted this and the daylily, so you can see it's blooming. I put some daylily along here, and now it's blooming. And this side I don't mess a lot. My husband, this is poison ivy and rose, so I haven't messed with this spot. I'm very sensitive to them. But anyway, from this on, trying to make this garden beautiful. So here's the first stage of daylily, poinsettia, and I plant a lot of things here, but it didn't grow yet. But here is the Vistara plant.
Oh, look!
Yeah. Oh, good find. Vistara flower, which I love. And and this one, I show you what they are. I don't know the name of it, but they grow very well, and they can take over the whole spot. So I just planted them this year. So this will be the ground cover of everything here. So another year, this will be taking over. It's going to look beautiful. And the vistara, you had to create an arbor to grow on top. So this is purple, and this is silvery white green, and this, and this is going to be awesome. This is the hollyhock. Okay, so I grow a lot of hollyhock here. Right there, the hollyhock. So I'm going to leave alone this year just to see what's growing, and then I will organize them. The hollyhock, this ground cover, and the wisteria plant. So I can't wait to see how it looks, but I'm going to let it all grow. Peony flower, this one is pink. I transplanted this from the street side, and I put them together with the daylily. It just looks so good. And then I transplant them to over here so it can fill up. Right there, so I can fill up this space. And also I transplanted over here. And I transplanted last season. So this season is flower already, and only flower couple. So here's the peony. It's a lot of work transplanting all of them. So look at that. That bush and that bush is peony. So the peony flower is gorgeous. I fell in love with it. But the only problem is when they flower, the flower drags down. You have to put something to hold it up. So that's peony. Oh, and here I shaped it up to 6 ball. 2, 4, 6. 6 ball I shape it up. So this one is green, but I shape it up right there. It looks 7 ball. So it looked awful back there. Some dry and some green. So as you can see, before it was like this, but it was like all over. So we trimmed those out and create into a ball. So I did that, and I like it, and it just give it that look. Let me show you what I do to the window. So this one I planted last year, and it produced flower a little bit of last year, pink rose, and what happened was this year I let it climb to the window. So when I open the window, the smell of rose just go into the living room. So I make it climb up. And this one is blackberry. My children love to pick blackberry, so they can just get out from the window and pick blackberry. So I train them to come up here so it will produce fruit. And this is where it comes from. Right here. As you can see, right here is beautiful flower, and it shaped up into a fruit. So here, there's a fruit right here. So this is blackberry, and it's delicious. So I plant this alongside the house.
That one.
Yep.
Mom, look, I found a water bottle.
Yeah, and also red raspberry down there. But this one I planted, so I want it to grow around the house. And let me show you.
Mom,
and this year I planted this, so it's going to be beautiful.
Mom,
So I planted this a month ago, and it won't make it this season, but next season it's going to be big. So here's the blackberry along there. Here's the red raspberry and blackberry growing along the window. And here's the white silver green plant that I told you about in the front.